What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be doing some DTF prints. If you guys are interested in seeing how this process is done, stay tuned. Alright, so as you guys know, if you're here for the first time, you guys know that I got the free Jet 330 TX Plus. And since I got this thing in here, just like the embroidery machine, taking it to another level again. Like, it's been crazy. We put DTF prints online for customers to be able to buy their own prints or upload their own images so that we can just print them and then send them to them. And we have been doing really good with that. So a lot of people have been asking me on Instagram stories, I think that's what it's called, or those little clips on Instagram and YouTube stories, why am I printing a lot of DTF prints and not just print directly to the garment? The reason I'm doing this is because we do a lot of these prints for people all over the place ever since I started putting them on Instagram and YouTube. And I did one post on TikTok that really took off about these right here, and I have been getting a lot of orders for these right here. So what we did was we went ahead and we uploaded, or we created a little spot on our website to where you could buy the prints, or you can upload your own image, your own PNG file, and we will print your logo or your image for you. And then also we are killing it with these prints over at the vinyl stand. I just print a whole bunch of prints, we take them over to the vinyl stand, and then we just sell them over there to customers that already buy vinyl or do whatever they do, right? So I do both films and direct to garment. It all depends on the customer. If the customer doesn't have the ability to do any of this, then we just print it to the shirt directly for them, right? All right, so with that being said, this is what I sell right here. It's a 11.5 by 16.5. It's a little bit bigger, but that's what I say, so that you leave a little room whenever it comes to printing this out for you. So then another question that I'm getting is, what are my minimums? There is no minimum. Not like all those other companies that do prints, not gonna say no names, they all have minimums. You gotta have a minimum of this or a minimum of that. You don't have to have a minimum with me. One print, if that's what you want, that's what I'll print. If you're willing to spend the $8 to $10 to ship one print to you, then let's do it, you know what I mean? But with me, there's no minimums. Make sure the artwork is done and it's right, we're good to go. Alright, so whenever I first got this direct rip software, I had no idea what I was doing, like nothing. This was like learning a brand new program all over again, and so we're not going to get into everything that you got to do to print something. I'm going to show you the basics and we're going to go from there. Alright, so I want to say thanks to Sean from SE Shirt and Hoodies and Mike from Nav Customs. Both of them have been a really big help. Both of them have this exact same machine and they do the exact same thing, and they have helped me out tremendously when it's come to this. So I really appreciate them. All right, so check them out, YouTube and Instagram. Mike from Nav Customs only has an Instagram, but Sean from SE Shirt and Hoodies, he's got an Instagram and a YouTube channel. I believe he has an Instagram, I'm not sure, but I know he has a YouTube channel, so make sure you go check him out. All right, so the first thing we gotta do is, like I said, you gotta have a high resolution image. If you send me something that is a picture of a picture, it's not gonna work. I mean, it can work, I could put it in there and print it, but whenever you get the image, you're not gonna like it. All right, so make sure if you guys send me an image, you send me a high resolution image, right? So once we get our image in here, I have my folder over here with all the work that I do, right, from customers, right? So I'll just drag the PNG file in here and it'll show it like this, right? First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come to our environment, right? So we're gonna come to our environment and I have the 330 TX Plus. I hope you can see this. I'm gonna zoom in as close as I can. I don't wanna jump into the screen and film the screen and do all that right now. We're just gonna get in here and do it just like this, right? So we're gonna click that one, free Jet 330 TX Plus. We're gonna click that and it has all the quality modes that I could pick, right? So I'm gonna come down here, I'm doing DTF print, right? So I'm gonna come down here, click the DTF print, and then they told me change the color strength to 95. So I've been doing that from the very beginning. And then since we're printing it on a dark garment, we have to add a white underbase. So I'll come here and I will add a white underbase, but since I've already been printing this, if you look here, my white underbase is already there, so it's not gonna let me add it because it's already there. All right, so we got our underbase on there, we got our color strength picked up, we have our environment set up to direct to film, sorry, dark direct to film. And then we have the standard platen, so I haven't had to change that yet, so we just leave it as that. And then I can come up here and resize this image however I want. The customer wanted 11 inches, so we're doing it 11 inches. And then this is going on a t-shirt. Same thing like vinyl, you have to mirror your image. So we have it here, our image is mirrored, and then we come to our settings. We just got to make sure we click our port where we're putting it. We want to print to the middle of it. Come to our properties. How low do we want it to start to print? So I want to go 0.3. That's where I start for direct to film, so that it prints as close to the top as it can. So we'll hit OK and OK, and then you can right click this. You can right click the image, hit print preview, and it'll show you what it's going to look like. Right, so we are ready to print this. So now that we're ready to print it, I'm going to hit this, but I'm not going to hit print yet because now we need to set up the paper. All right, so here we are. I'm going to put this on here. This is the cold peel transfer paper. I'm going to put it on here. And then whenever I'm ready, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit function and rear. This has an auto height adjustment, and what that does is it keeps your print head from hitting this. If the print head were to hit this, it's not going to be a good day. So we hit our height adjustment. You can see it moving down. It's going to come forward. There are some lasers right here. You can see the red right there. You can see the red. We're good. Our print head is not going to hit that. And then whenever we're ready, we could just hit print now. Alright, so the first thing it's going to do is it's going to lay down the color. After it lays down the color, it's going to come back and it's going to add a white underbase on top of the color so that it can go on any color shirt. So let's go ahead and let it go ahead and do this part, and we'll be right back. Alright, so it finished our first print. Now this image is big enough to where I can fit two of them on here. So I just grab it, spin it around. And print the next one. So that's it for the print. We got both of our prints on here. We're gonna go ahead, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this over to the DTF powder. So in able to put this onto a shirt, there's a process. So let me show you how I do that. All right, so now we got our image inside of here. We have the DTF powder inside of this container. If you guys order the DTF kit, it will come with this container here. I ordered it whenever I got the machine so that I would already have it and didn't have to go out and get one later on. Right, so the next thing we're gonna do, now that we got it in here, is we have a squeegee here. And if you can see here, this is the DTF powder, right? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna push it over the image. All right, now that I got my powder on there, I'm gonna carefully pick it up. And then I'm gonna grab this side also. And then I like to turn my paper sideways and then just rock the powder back and forth like this, covering everything that got printed. You want to make sure that you cover everything so that everything will have the adhesive on it. If you need more, just add more. It's not going to hurt anything. And rock it back and forth. And then when I'm done, everybody has their own ways of doing things. This is the way I do it. I then take my image, stand it up, and dust it off. Right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take it over to the heat press to dry this powder and make it an adhesive. Right, so here's the image. We're gonna set it underneath the heat platen, right? But this platen has been raised up so that it's not gonna touch it. It's just gonna hover over it. I do it 400 degrees for 2 minutes, and then this stuff will be nice and shiny, and it will be an adhesive. All right, and then once it's done, you cannot forget it, because this thing will not open by itself because there's no pressure on it. So if you forget it, you're gonna burn it, right? So make sure you come and you open this up. And then if you look at this image now, you will see that the print is now glossy and is now an adhesive, and you can now put it on to a shirt. All right, so here we are. We're still printing these. We got a total of 8 of these to do. And then we got 3 other prints that we're gonna do also. So let's go ahead and speed through this process. All right, so here's all 6 prints plus the last 2 that we're printing right now for this design. But if you look, check out the colors on this thing. There's one of the images right there. And that's what I'm talking about. If you have a high quality PNG file, no pixelation, you're gonna get exactly what you're printing. Look at the detail in that. Look at the detail in Freddy Krueger's face. These are amazing. This machine right here, crazy. It's crazy what it can do. All right, so I will put these together. We're gonna get the last one printed and then 3 other designs. Let's do this. All right, so that's it. You guys have probably seen a ton of videos talking about why they got out of direct-to-garment printing, right? So, not sure why, but it is their reasons, right? I've seen the thumbnails. I've never watched the videos. I didn't want to watch any of the videos and then hear negativity about something like this without putting my own hands on it, right? And so far, so good, right? This thing has been amazing since I've added it to the shop. I mean, look at the quality that this thing is putting out. That's one of them we did, and then we did 2. Like I told you, there was a total of 11 of them. These are probably for kids. Look at that. That one. Check this one out. And then we did 8 of these right here for adults. So these, all these prints look fabulous, right? They all look good, right? So, so for me, the 330TX Plus has been phenomenal since I brought it in here. I've had it for, I don't even know how long I've had it. Maybe 2 months now, 3 months. And I haven't had time to put out content. You know what I mean? Because we're just so busy with screen printing, embroidery, and now DTG prints. And then whenever I put out that we were doing DTF prints, it's been slammed, right? So also there's those white toner printers out there. Just be careful with those prints. If you buy them, you have to press them a certain way. You have to know how much pressure to put. You know, there's a lot of factors that go into doing white toner prints or DTF prints when it comes to pressing it, right? If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna mess it up. True story, there's a guy that has a white toner printer and he just ordered a whole order of prints from me because he knows how his machine is gonna act whenever it comes time to fulfilling that job. So just be careful with those white toner printers that are out there. But if you guys are interested in these prints, they're live on the website. You can go to the website. We have these prints on the website if you want to pick those up, or there's another spot you can upload your own images. If it's not right, I usually send you an email and tell you, hey, you need to do this or you need to do that, all right? I'm not just gonna print what you send me, you know what I mean? So make sure, high resolution PNG file, no minimums. I'm not gonna tell you you need to buy 100 prints because you're not worth my time. All of y'all are worth my time. You guys take the time to watch my videos. I take the time to print y'all stuff, right? So let's go out there. Let's make some money together. Let's do this. All right, so if you're a subscriber or you're not a subscriber or you're that person that smashes that thumbs down as soon as I post a video, it's all good. I appreciate you too. But if you need prints, any of y'all need prints, you guys know now where to get them, right? DTF Prints. Go to the website. We got all these prints that I just printed right here for Halloween, plus more on the website. So if you need those, you can go on there and get those. Also, there's a spot in there where you can upload your own images. Upload your own images. There's the tier pricing, so if you, the more you get, the cheaper they are, right? So, so thank you guys for watching this video on the free Jet 330 TX Plus from Omni. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, that subscribe button, and the bell, so you'll be notified when we put out cool videos like this, right? We got more coming from this, and up in my applique game. So look at that. That looks good. My first try. Gave it a try to see how it's gonna come out, and it came out good. So we're gonna be doing this on the MT1501 also. So make sure, do all that stuff. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and hit the bell. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. And until next time, keep pressing.